Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting this Sunday morning off with a bang, no pun intended, because that's exactly what this idiot tried to do going into Mar-a-Lago with an attempt on President Trump's life. Good Sunday morning, my American informed brothers and sisters. Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You watch my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, and I thank you for that. Make sure you guys are following the platforms you see above and the platforms below. Clicking the thumbs up button is how my content stays consistently recommended to you. And when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. That way you'll be notified whenever I do post. And lastly, go and subscribe to the other channel I have called Man, Husband, Father. All right? Appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some breaking news this morning as someone, oh, Lord, I guess they didn't learn any lesson from the first guy. They actually was able to penetrate Mar-a-Lago's security and F's around and found out. I'm not even going to talk anymore. I'm just going to let you guys hear it.
Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox. It is 9:08 on the East Coast and 6:08 on the West Coast. My name is Josh Breslow, and I'm here as we follow this breaking news coming in out of Palm Beach County, Florida. First off, this involves Mar-a-Lago over in Palm Beach, but it's important to note as you take a live look over the White House there, on the right-hand side of your screen, President Trump is there in Washington. He is not in Mar-a-Lago as there is an active, deadly shooting investigation taking place on the property. What I want to do is pop this up on your screen as we await a news conference coming in just a matter of moments here with the Palm Beach County Sheriff, as well as FBI and Secret Service. Here is the statement that we are receiving from a spokesperson for the Secret Service. He says an armed man was shot and killed by U.S. Secret Service agents and the Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies after unlawfully entering the secure perimeter at Mar-a-Lago early this morning. A press briefing with additional details will be held at 9 a.m. with FBI and Palm Beach County. As you probably noticed, we are just a few minutes past 9 a.m. However, we have learned that it's been pushed a little bit closer to 9:30. But once we see the podium pop up here and officials start speaking, we're going to bring that to you in full, commercial-free, on Live Now from Fox. Now, there's also a longer statement there on the left-hand side of your screen, very small type, but I do want to read it to you as it's coming from Secret Service. It says, on February 22nd, around 1:30 a.m., a male in his early 20s was shot by U.S. Secret Service agents and a deputy from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office after an unauthorized entry into the secure perimeter at Mar-a-Lago. The individual, whose identity is being withheld pending notification of next of kin, was pronounced deceased. The individual was observed by the north gate of the Mar-a-Lago property carrying what appeared to be a shotgun and a fuel can. U.S. Secret Service agents and a sheriff's deputy confronted that individual, and shots were fired by law enforcement during the encounter. No U.S. Secret Service or deputy personnel were injured. There were no Secret Service protectees present at the location at the time of the incident. As I mentioned, of course, President Trump is in Washington still as he held an event that we just showed you just last night. The incident, including the individual's background, actions, potential motive, and the use of force, is under investigation by the FBI, the U.S. Secret Service, and the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. In accordance with agency policy, the involved Secret Service agents will be placed on routine administrative leave pending the outcome of that investigation. Once we see the microphones pop up, as you can see, we don't have that image anymore live from Palm Beach County, but it will pop back up right before that news conference begins, and we're going to bring you that entire news conference here on Live Now from Fox in full and commercial-free.
I want y'all to pay close attention to something. Let's see today, Sunday, February the 22nd. Let's see how many news outlets, especially CNN, MSNBC, CBS, PBS, let's see how many of you guys try to even attempt to talk about what just happened. Whether you like him or not, this is a sitting president of the United States who just had another attempt on his life. And let's see how many, matter of fact, I want y'all to pay attention to something. Let's see how they might try to downplay it. Oh, it was nothing. He wasn't even there. And Oh, he was out. Oh, he was in the sector room of Section B of his Mar-a-Lago. Oh, the guy didn't even make it far. I mean, he didn't even have a Glock. He had like a 22. Watch. Let's see how they try to downplay it as if it wasn't even that big of a deal. But if it was anybody else, let this have been Biden, and somebody even just made a comment about him in the crowd, they would have been all, oh, I can't believe they would say such a thing about a president. Oh, I can't. Oh. But when it comes to President Trump, who almost got his head taken off one time, if they downplayed when President Trump got shot and it grazed his ear, if they downplayed that, surely this is going to be downplayed. Matter of fact, they're probably going to make it about the guy, the 20-year-old suspect who was armed and killed. He effed around and found out. They're probably going to make it about him. Oh, he was such a disturbed young man. Oh, he didn't have this. He just wanted to be a martyr. See, this is what's happening. These kids are fed up. You know it's really bad when you have young folks like this that want to take out they didn't try to do that with President Biden. So that lets you know that because Trump, ladies and gentlemen, when you got things out there in the news, on these shows, on talk shows, where they're steady spewing out the rhetoric of Trump being a communist, Trump being a fascist, Trump being like Hitler, Trump is racist, all of those things, you have unwell, unhinged, easily manipulated individuals like this 20-year-old who will be victims of the propaganda of the psychological psyops that comes through the TVs. Tie nothing. If you do not want your kids to have certain problems that they have, get them away from the TV. You know what? That's something the apostolics got right. I'm just telling y'all right now. I grew up for a time in my life being apostolic. One thing apostolics did not have was TVs in the house. But Lord Jesus, now, boy, I'm telling you right now, there's TVs, and your phone is basically a TV. You can watch whatever you want on that. You can be influenced by whatever that algorithm is throwing at you to keep your attention. And now you have these young folks with feeble brains, no critical thinking, just completely driven by impulse, by stimulus that triggers their emotions. And then they do stuff like this. Look at the guy that tried to take Trump's head off. Young man. Look at this guy. A young man. So, as this story unfolds, of course, you guys know I'm going to give y'all updates and the details on things, but you know what? It's really sad right now. The folks don't even know how to do that no more. They don't even know how to use their brains no more. Just driven by impulse, blacks and whites. Let me know what y'all think about this. If y'all heard any updates on this as well, let me know by putting it in the comment section below. Don't forget to do what you see in the animation right here. That greatly helps my channel. The next video I will be doing after this one is going to be up there. Things I did as of yesterday that you may have missed right here. If you have not subscribed to the channel, simply click that icon right there. I am Ty Smith, the model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, mostly spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.